Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. So, I have a message today for somebody who has a really funny energy. I was like getting this like smirk. I was feeling this like smirking energy, and it's almost between. Hold on, gotta close my door. It was almost between like, oh my gosh, you guys are so freaking cute, and like, wow, the stupidity, right? Like, I feel like for whoever this is, you are either coming out of this energy, which is like a shadow aspect to this archetype, to this personality. And in that shadow aspect of this archetype, you're really like irritated. Like I was feeling so angered and irritated at the stupidity of humanity. It was just like, ugh. This is like the ignorance, right? I was feeling like a really low tolerance for any nonsense, like low tolerance for nonsense, low tolerance for ignorance. 111. As I'm saying this, I also saw 9696 several times. Just today, even. It was very strange. Such a random number, but I don't know who that's for. So I was kind of getting this like evil grin, like plotting, like whoever this is, like you're so highly intelligent, and like I was just seeing like wheels spinning, like always thinking, right? Whether you're conscious of what you're thinking or not, like I feel like there's something inside that's just constantly spinning and turning. It's just like what I was feeling. And just observing and wheels spinning, right? Evil grin smirk. And so maybe in the past, or maybe you're still coming out of this energy where you are really irritated at the ignorance. Okay. And I was also feeling for somebody, this might not apply to everybody, but I was getting like people in your life, like there might have been a lot of 222 as I look up, a lot of really loud type of people, like the type of people who are just like loud and proud in their ignorance. And I was almost getting like, and I hate to stereotype, but we all know that one person that's like tries to be tough on the outside, like they try and act all tough and, you know, whatever. And it's just a facade, right? So I was getting is like maybe these people in your life, whoever this part's for, these people in your life were like really loud and obnoxious, ignorant, I feel like, in their opinions, or maybe very, very closed off, closed minded, and think that their way is the only way, is kind of what I was picking up. Like, and the only way to that they feel like they could get an upper hand, or to feel like they hold power over you or any person, situation, place, thing, is to be big and loud, right? And it was like this false sense of dominance is what I'm hearing, like 333 as I look up. And so yeah, loud people. And also spirit saying like maybe you realized in your life, even as a young child, that the people in your life didn't actually have any answers for you, right? And I feel like that's why you got to the point where you're irritated by people's stupidity, because you're like, people walk around and act like they know stuff, but nobody's giving me any real answers to, questions that you have and or had. But anyways, for the people who resonate with having the loud, big energies around them, a spirit was showing me like two eggs, right? I was seeing like one egg, which is like would represent these really loud, obnoxious type of people that think, that they're hard. They're showing them as like just a raw egg, right? It's just like a raw egg, and they have this tough exterior. They think they're big and bad, and you know, they're really not, right? They haven't done any of the internal work, or even recognize the fact that they're still raw on the inside, right? And they what happens is whenever these people crack, when they finally do crack, it's a mess. I mean, just everywhere. Everything spills out. Okay. But then Spirit was showing me another egg, and this egg was representing you, and you are, what I was, it was like you were cooked from the inside, right? You're cooked from the inside, and that you were slowly cooking from the inside out, right? And you were cooked. You're getting cooked your whole life, right? And I had a video about that recently, about being cooked to holy perfection, feeling like a rotisserie chicken, just turning in that oven, you know? So it's like there was unseen progress and unseen like potential, right? 555 is a look up. There are people in your lives who didn't see what you were internally doing to heal and grow and all these things, right? And so there's that. But as far as just like this whole entire archetypal energy, this personality of being so highly intelligent and being so irritated by people's ignorance, right? Like that's the shadow aspect whenever you're working in the lower frequencies within this archetype. And it's really cool because whenever you graduate, right, and you level up and you raise your frequencies and still work within that same archetype, but on the higher end of the frequencies, you get to this point where you have such compassion and unconditional love and acceptance for each individual person's journey and where they're at, right? And so it's like, even though they're asleep, even though they're blissful in their ignorance, you know, you still love them. That doesn't mean that you have to tolerate people's, you know, but you love them, right? And you can love people from afar or up close. It doesn't matter. But it's just a matter of accepting, right? And so then Spirit in this channeling was reminding me of how I consider humans to be like the toddlers and the babies of the universe, you know, like humans really are so simple, simple minded creatures, you know. And yes, humans are amazing. I'm not saying that. But as far as all of intelligence, humans don't harness, you know, the most. We'll just say that, right? And it can be frustrating for people whenever you're in that lower frequency because you're like, why is this so difficult? Right? And then you elevate, you graduate to where you're like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. You know, like you start to see people as babies and toddlers, right? And one of my favorite things to do is imagine people as babies and toddlers that are trying to be, you know, like super serious, right? You know, like, you know, those people that try and dominate a situation, a conversation, an energy, a room, whatever. And you can tell that they're taking themselves entirely too seriously and that they don't know that they're consciousness, right? They don't know that they're not their human mind and their human body. They really think that they are those things. And they just like, you know, they get all serious, like serious businessmen, or no, you know, and kind of look down their nose at you and stuff. So I like to visualize them like a little toddler in a business suit, you know. I'm just like, you're so dang cute, you know. I love you. I love you where you're at. And so forever this message is for, you're either moving into this place where you're learning to accept that shadow side of you, you're coming up to higher frequencies, and you're seeing a fuller scope as far as this energy of ignorance and intelligence. Right? Like, yeah, okay, so I wrote down this: the human experience is a playground for the soul to learn and play, right? Having experiences. So you're starting to see that this experience is like I mean, it's a school, right? But the learning and the playing and all that stuff, like, it's a playground. You know, this is a playground, but it's also a school, right? And so for whoever this message is for, you are beginning to just recognize that we're all in the same school. We're just at different grade levels, right? Like, we're just in different classes. We're in different grade levels, right? So the people that you used to maybe see as complete fools, just loud, proud in their ignorance, and you were irritated by that, maybe you're beginning to see it in a different light, see them in a different light, and appreciate and accept them where they are, right? Maybe they're just in a lower grade level. And you've been there, I've been there, we've all been there, right? Like, you become an ascended master throughout lifetimes, right? It's not, it's just like any other school. You go through grade levels, right? And you come here to learn lessons. And you also come here to just play and have fun, right? Because if you think about humans as toddlers and babies, right? What's the best way to teach actual human babies and toddlers, right? It's through play. We play and we learn. We learn through play with babies. And that's how we should be viewing this experience as adults, right? I had to make sure my mic was on. I almost made that mistake. Almost didn't turn it on. But either way, so whoever this message is for, there was something that Spirit wanted me to say, and it was that Spirit sees you, okay? Holy Spirit, Great Spirit, your higher self, right? It's your higher self. Your higher self sees you, right? God sees you. The Holy Spirit sees you. The Great Spirit sees you, right? Email confirmation. And Spirit saying every person who did not see you before, they will. Okay? And there will be a moment when people crack and they're a mess, right? But because you've learned the lessons and because you have grown so much as a soul, you will still accept them where they're at. Does that mean that you're going to be codependent and try and fix their issues? No. But you will have so much more compassion and empathy when it comes time for them to learn, right? And they'll be looking up to you in a way that they've never looked at you before. People are going to see you. If they're not seeing you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, as I'm saying this, if people aren't already seeing you, they will soon. I guarantee it. Because you can't be unseen. You just can't, right? This person, this archetype, this energy, you are powerful. You are so intelligent. I mean, unmatched intelligence within your community, within your family, within your social groups, work environments, right? You're up there. And not only are you up there mentally, but spiritually and emotionally, you're so mature. And it takes that maturity, it takes that unconditional love, that compassion, that empathy to actually assist the other people on this planet when it is time for them to wake up. Just as people like me are here to assist people in their process right now, there will come a time as a light worker, as a starseed, where you will be the one to offer that same assistance. Okay? And Spirit wants you to get excited about that because you've earned it. You've earned the right to be seen. You've earned the trust of the Great Spirit. And because you've earned it, that light is going to be shown on you. So there's that. Whoever that's for. I love you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to donate to my channel, buy me a coffee or just send a token of appreciation. In the description, you'll see my donation options. Also, if you're feeling stuck and stagnant in any way, energetically, anywhere in your life, you need some guidance, you need some Reiki, you need someone to just sit and hold space for you. I hold space, Reiki space. Talk to me. I'm here, okay? Look in the description, you'll see my email and some booking options. If you're interested, I would love to hear from any one of you guys. I love you so much, 144, as I'm saying this. I love you so much. You're so important and you're so needed right now. And you're so worthy to be seen. I see you and I love you.